Hey guys, what is up? This is Harry. This week with a working microphone, because last time I forgot to turn the microphone on before I started streaming. Anyway, it's a Saturday. As you can see, I'm here. Brian the cat is here, and Wild Goat Games is my indie game dev initiative. If this is your first time here, I'll very quickly show you some of my other stuff. So I've been doing it for about 1.5 2 years now, in my free time and things like that. I've made 2 games in the past. One of them is a Pong clone called Puck U, and you can play it on Mac or Windows, and it looks like this, and it's, Pong with power-ups. I'm pretty proud of it. So check it out if you're bored. And the other one I released is called Tessellate, and it's basically a mobile puzzle game with shapes and logic puzzles and cool colors and kind of Zen soundtrack things. It's apparently very, very hard. So I learned a valuable lesson about difficulty scaling there. But yeah, and that is free on Google Play and the Apple App Store. So if you're sitting at home in quarantine like I am, like everyone pretty much is at the moment, and you want something to do, you can play that. And if you can prove to me that you beat every level in Tessellate and got at least 1 star, then you will be the first, and I will, who knows, maybe I'll put a shout out to you in the app or something. So yeah, that's all of that. I have been, for most of 2020 now, working on this initiative to, originally I set out to make 10 games in 2020. That was a really ambitious goal that I am no way ever going to be able to do, because let's look at it. We're almost at the end of March now, and I haven't made one so far. I'm about halfway through one. I've got a pretty good go. So the first game, the one we're working on at the moment, it's called Odd One In. It is a in fact, I'll just open up Unity. It is a memory game, the idea is it's an arcade game. It shows you some symbols, they're randomly generated, you've got to remember them, it takes them away, then it shows you them again with a new randomly generated one added in addition, and basically you've got to tap on the one that you think wasn't there before, and if you get it right, it keeps going and it adds another symbol and another symbol and another symbol. If you get it wrong at any point, then it's game over and it tells you a high score. So that's pretty much that. I've just realized I haven't plugged in my second device, so I can't do my game testing. So give me 1 second. I'm going to very quickly go and grab that. In fact, I'm not even going to be right back on the screen. I'm just going to leave Brian to take over the stream for a second. Alright, now we're back. And now I've got a thing. But brilliantly, even though I spent that time loading up Unity, I'm now going to have to reboot it because Unity remote is weird. But yeah, hopefully your Saturday is going well. I am having a relaxed one, because apparently being in quarantine means that you just lose track of time a bit. I left the house for the first time yesterday. That's something. Okay, there we go. Now we just chill while we wait for Unity to open again, because I've now got Unity remote connected. And we can sit here and watch the Tessellate thing go through. Well, actually, no. While we wait for Unity to load up. Oh, Medeli37. How you doing? How's your Saturday going? How's stuff in your quarantine part of the world? I'm good, thank you, man. I was just saying, I've now been at home for 2 weeks doing the self-isolation stuff, so pretty crazy. And I left the house for the first time to go to the supermarket yesterday, and that was weird. But I'm okay, you know. I'm here, cats are here, we're all chilling. So, yeah, there you go. Isn't that right, Brian? Alright, and we're in Unity now as well, so let's see if this works. I'm hoping it's going to come up on the screen here. Basically, where we got to on the last stream was it now, in fact, I got my little notepad here. So we added some new symbols so it was a bit more interesting, and we added in functionality so that it swaps the symbol. There we go. We added in functionality so it swaps the symbol once you hit the maximum number. Oh, Brian, that's not stream friendly. Alright, so if I hit play game, thing comes up, says memorize these. Oh, it shows me 3 random symbols. Now I've got to spot the odd one in. It was that one. Alright. Ooh. I think it was that. There you go. And at the moment there's not a lot of visual feedback for when you get the right one. And that's something that I'm going to be addressing on today's stream. So you can see I'm still going through. At the moment, to be honest, I think the game's still pretty easy. So there's going to be some stuff that we were talking about on the last stream to make it harder. Because right now, I'm still I'm whizzing through. What did I say that? Oh. And then actually I hit play again, which I'm pretty sure normally causes a bit of an error. Yeah, there you go. So that's something as well, that's a bug, that's a known bug. If I hit play again, something weird goes on. Anyway, so what are we doing on today's stream? I have written down 5 things that I could look into. In fact, there's a 6th one, which is fixing that bug. And actually fixing that play again animation loop thing in general. But so what I've got written down here is 1, make gameplay more fun with difficulty scaling, so there's a bit more of a curve as it goes up, which is something we discussed last time and I think it's a pretty good idea. Sound effects, that's going to be a separate stream. I'm not going to do that today. I'm working on some sounds in the background that I'm not quite happy with, but once I'm happy with them and ready to share them, then there'll be a whole stream about implementing sound effects. Animations, so something I might do today, looking at particle effects and figuring out, I've never used Unity's particle effects thing, but I basically want confetti to come out from behind the right symbol when you tap it, so it's going to go psh, give you nice visual feedback. And there's also an animation with the high score that I want to do as well. A couple of animations with high score actually. Anyway, and then yeah, stuff to do with the UI, extra symbol assets, stuff like that. So something, one thing I'm going to do quickly to begin with is I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last stream. I'm going to make a couple, nowhere near as many as last time, but I'm going to make a couple of extra symbol assets. Just to add a little bit more variety in there. Slow loading. Let's go for that. Looking Sorry about that delay. I was just checking something on my phone. Not very good practice for doing stream stuff. Anyway, alright, let's get my... Okay, so last time I did like 3. And we're just going to do a couple more. I think actually, Medeli, it was you were here last time, and you suggested doing a star, which we did. All right, so I'm just gonna do a couple more, I think. So let's have a look. I reckon, what's an interesting shape that I can do? Well, maybe not interesting, but what's an easy, an easy one, or fuck it. You know what? Let's do this heart shape. All right. Yeah. Here we go. No, we don't want that. All right. How did we do this last time? Oh yes, now we want the detail, so we're gonna duplicate that. So it's gonna be called detail, and put my phone on, not making a noise because that's gonna be annoying. Mask for that. And if we give that no fill, is that the right way to do it? Yes, it is. There we go. That's what we wanted. So now, hypothetically, if we were to make this, I don't know, that color, and then we wanted to make this that color. There you go. You see, it's got that nice two-tone effect, so that's cool. We might as well leave those that color for now. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. And now what we want to do is we're going to make this oh dude, these are like random colors, but later on I'm going to add some more I'm going to add some more colors to the palette, because I feel like at the moment there's not enough and we're getting the same colors way too often. So what we're going to do is alright, now we can crop off some of these extra bits. So what we're going to do, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to just literally going to go like that. Oops. That's what I meant. Now, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted there we go. Nice. Cool. So now all of these can, all of these are going to change to be nice. Oh, not that one though. That one's going to be like this still. Cool. Whoa, something weird happened there actually. Okay. Oh, bollocks, what have I done? I know what it is. It's because it's not a... oh, I know what I can do. I can do FX, color overlay, white. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. I very nearly accidentally showed my work headshots on the thing because I was messing around with them on like a couple of days ago. Right, where was I? This is number 5. Symbol FG detail. Here we go. Symbol FG detail 5. Yeah. Let me get rid of this, and we'll show this one. And the real question is, can I be bothered to do any more of these? And for the time being, I'm kind of thinking no. I just wanted to feel like I'd added a bit more to to one of them. So now if I go back to, if I close this now, go back to Unity. It's importing the assets because I saved them in the project folder. I go Spectre, Alright, cool. Go. Oops. Alright, simple as that. Now they're in. So actually, if we just quickly try the game, it should now have little heart shapes in some of the symbols. Hooray! There's heart shapes. 2 of them. I don't know. Those are some slightly funky looking symbols, to be honest with you. Okay, and one other thing I wanted to try, just out of curiosity, was if I just whack this one over here. I am going to add a second color palette. So I'm just trying to decide which one of these do I like. Do I like any of them enough to add? What do we reckon? What if, as well as my basically what I'm thinking about doing is, as well as these kind of main colors, adding a secondary color palette, so probably this one, which is ever so slightly more pastel. It's pretty much the same colors, just lighter, but probably without the black and the grey. You know what, screw it, I'm going to add them in and see if it... What I'm worried about is having 2 palettes at once. Even though it's going to add more variety, it's going to make it look it's going to make it look messy, whereas at the moment it's all very, very coordinated and uniform, and if, to be honest, I'd rather keep it that way. So we'll see, but I can always add them in and then get rid of them afterwards. So I'm going to change the size of that to 18. All right. We're literally going to just start adding them in. I quite like them though. They're a little bit vibrant. They're quite similar to the other ones, just ever so slightly different. There you go. And yeah, we'll see. Does it look okay, or does it look messy? And also, based on the way some of the scripts are, I'm pretty sure the cards that come up and say, like, memorize these shapes, they're going to pull from the same color palette as well, if I'm remembering it correctly. So we'll have to see how legible that is as well. Should be okay, though. Alright, time to see if the script works as it should. I'm pretty sure it's designed to do the length of this, so we should see these colours straight away. So it should be interesting. Is it going to look good, or is it going to look shit? Only one way to find out. Just waiting for it to pop up. Quick stroke of Brian. Alright. Okay, so that's definitely using some of the new colours, and I think it looks okay. I'm seeing lots of blacks and whites, though. I wonder why that is. Is that just a coincidence? Or... Oops. Oh, we didn't want to play again either. It's definitely it's all right, but it's definitely not quite as uniform as it was before. But it's okay. Maybe I'll leave it with that kind of a little bit more variety for the time being. So maybe I'm going to try... No, you know what? Before I do particle effects and animations, I'm going to try the difficulty scaling thing. So, in a nutshell, the way this is going to work is... Let me just open... I put a note on my Google Keep, so let me just check how I wrote it there. So... Oops. Yeah, so from 3 to 12 symbols, it just adds stuff normally, and then after 3 correct answers, once it started swapping symbols, so after 3 symbol swaps, it speeds up the gameplay. yeah. So to do that, okay. So let's go to scripts and let's open C# project. So what we're going to do, we've got to try and find the right the right difficulty balance, I think. Are you still isolating anyway, Mideli 37? Are you am I right in thinking? I think you're in Italy, aren't you? Maybe. I think we were having this conversation before, but it was a few weeks back, so my memory's rubbish. Oh. Yeah, how many weeks have you been at home now? I'll worry about that later. Oh yeah, almost 3. Oh, so we're quite close then, because it's been two weeks and a day now that I've been at home. Well, technically 2 weeks today since the official. Well, it's been 1 week officially, but I've been doing it for 2 weeks because my employer said everyone should. So, you know, yeah, it's 2 weeks and a day for me. And it's mostly okay. It's just a bit weird, you know. I mean, I'm quite happy being at home anyway, but when you're not allowed to go outside, it makes it a bit different, I think. So yeah. Anyway. Quarantine till 24th of April. Yeah, they're saying, we don't know in the UK, we don't know yet, but they're saying it might be like, people are saying all sorts of stuff. People are saying 1 month, people are saying 6 months, you know, people are saying it'll be a year before people are properly outside again, which I don't believe, but you know. Anyway, what was I doing? Okay, so what I need is okay, that's what we want. We're gonna have public int times symbol swapped. And by default it's going to be 0, and when we reset the game cool. Oh, Dom, what up? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I forgot to change the thing on my Twitch because don't know, I forgot, which is very bad practice for me. But dude, I haven't seen you in ages. How's it going, man? Hopefully you're good. I don't know if you're in quarantine or what, but yeah. So what was I doing? Oh, yeah, time symbol swapped, and then where are we up to? Oh, I'm so brain dead. So today is going to be a slow and a chilled stream. That's what I want. Not this one. Okay, yeah, I can put it there because it'll only ever run once. So that's fine. Call it something different. Good old toilet paper shortages. So we've been a week in quarantine now, but I was just saying I've been isolating for 2 weeks, so it's been wild. But still working, so I'm working from home every day, which is kind of, it's all right because it gives me something to do, but it's kind of draining, to be honest. here. And actually, we don't want to do that. Well, hold on. The rules are not clear at the moment, basically. I don't know if you heard, our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, he's now got coronavirus as well, so literally everything is like, who knows. But on Monday they said everyone has to just stay at home, and like, it's not like the police are going to run up to you in the street and beat the shit out of you, but like, you're only supposed to go outside if you really need to, or if you need to exercise or something. So outside my flat, there's just people running everywhere. I've never seen so many people exercising in my life. It's ridiculous. But yeah. But yeah, I went out to the supermarket yesterday for the first time. Left my house for the first time in over a week, which was weird. And it was like dead everywhere. No cars, very few people. Very weird. And they're doing like queuing systems outside the supermarkets like they were doing in Italy as well. So it's very, very real. Yeah, people have been doing that. People have been doing that here as well. I will admit, when I was at the supermarket yesterday, because I don't want to leave the house for another week now, because it's like what you're supposed to do and all that. So I was like stocking up massively, and like my trolley, my shopping cart was it was like full, and I ended up having to get an Uber home because I got more stuff than I could carry. But a normal amount for me for a week. But I would usually get it in an online order. But they don't let you do an online order if you're under a certain age and not like disabled or something now. So that's at the moment my supermarket is exclusively doing that for older folks, which is fair enough. I mean, obviously, I think that's pretty reasonable, to be honest. Anyway, okay, so. see, was it in here? That's what I need. That's all I needed, and then not here. Nice, that's what I wanted. It's a weird time though. You know, everyone's getting, the big thing here is that everyone is getting, that's the word of the moment, is furloughed, which I've never really heard before, but essentially they're getting put on suspended leave, and they're not getting a paycheck, and instead they're getting 80% of their paycheck, and it's being paid by the government. So, or like it's being reimbursed to their employer by the government, so they still get the paycheck from their employer if they're on a system we have called PAYE, and then they get 80% of their normal salary, but then they don't have to work. So, you know, it's a weird time for a lot of people though, yeah. Basically what we're adding now is like a difficulty curve to talk about the game project. So it's getting to a pretty good place. Like, we've got all our symbols appearing, we swap them or whatever, the randomization works well, but we realized on the last stream it's a little bit too easy. So now what we're adding in is basically after it hits 12 symbols, every 3 correct answers, it's going to increase the speed of the gameplay, so the time is going to get shorter and shorter, and we're going to see if that makes it scale nicely. It's going to go all the way down to 1 second. Yeah, it was too easy. Like, basically it got the flow was very, very predictable, and so what I'm going to try around with now is just making it so that if the game time keeps getting quicker and quicker and quicker, to the point where maybe there's only a second long timer eventually, then yeah, you get what I mean. It just so there's a difficulty curve, so people don't just get infinite scores. Okay, so now we can do. Oops. Alright, that's what I wanted. That's what I need. It needs to be public. if we'll do it like that. So if the gameplay timer is greater than 1, so we'll have it go all the way down to 1 second speed. Gameplay timer value minus equals okay. So I think that alright, cool. So what it's going to do is when it starts swapping symbols, it's going to swap a symbol, then it's going to run this. So it's going to increase the first time it does that, it's going to increase it from 0 to 1. And then it's going to say if it's less than, oh yeah, it's not going to do that, sorry. It's going to say if it's less than 3, which the value is 0, so it will be. It's going to say, no, you know what, I'm going to, okay. Okay, let's see how that let's see how that works. And to test it, I'm going to need to get to after saying it was easy, I'm going to need to get to thingy. So we'll see. Oh, where are we looking? Symbol manager. Oh, I know what I did. That's supposed to say. Cool. I'm still on the fence about these extra colours I added, but whatever. At least it'll look a bit more random for now. Cool. I need another coffee as well. Oh dear. Oh no, hold on. My Unity remote has annoyingly disconnected and reconnected, so to get it to work, my understanding is I now have to close Unity, and then reopen it, which should hopefully only take a second. Sorry about that. It's my dodgy cable. Stroke Brian in the meantime. Hey, buddy. There we go. All right. Cats are so nice. They just like sort of sit there and let you kind of, you know, stroke them. Slow Unity. Come on. Still loading. Oh my god, it's like the slowest loading in the world. Come on. Unity's trying to tell me that I need to update the Unity editor, but I'm not doing that for the moment. Because we all know that updating Unity is going to break more than it fixes halfway through a project. Do you know something crazy? Unity Technologies has an office here where I live in Brighton. It's literally within a mile of my house. You know, it's proper. They have like developers there and sales teams and whatever else. Okay, so if I hit play game, ooh, there's a colour. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Alright, so let's just check here. Where's my time symbol swapped? Is at 0 there? And we got timer values up there. Okay, that's good to know. So there we go. Right now there's no sounds or no kind of well done animations. Kind of a, you know, that's something to add, like confetti style. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Which one is it? Which one is it? Purple back. Oh, okay, I see it. Oh, it wasn't quick enough. Hold on. I'm gonna concentrate on getting the right answers so I can test this other thing. And I was not paying attention to which shape was correct. Okay. Here we go. Maybe that one. A few. Well, with these extra colours, there's definitely a lot more variety, which is pretty good. Which one is it? It's that one. Whoa, that was close. Sometimes it's easy to spot the one that wasn't there before, and sometimes it's quite hard. Oof, I want to say that. Okay, it's starting to get hard now, so I'm just gonna time symbol swapped is 1. New symbol number is 1. Oh yeah, okay, it's that one. And now we're at time symbol swapped is 2, which is good. Okay, so now because it's at time symbol swap 2, when I unpause it, what we should see is this goes down to 0, and then the gameplay timer value and max value becomes 4.5. Okay, so it did, but the max value didn't change still. So what we can see is the timer started, like the bar has started at 4.5 seconds instead of 5 seconds. And the symbol swap things return to 0. So if we ignore that UI not updating correctly, and I just keep testing it, except I haven't been paying enough attention for it to. Okay, I think it's that one. Nice. Maybe that? Yes. Maybe that? It was the one next to it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try it again. You know what? I like these. I like these extra colours actually. I think they give it a nice vibe. Some of them are a bit pastel. Some of them are a bit fluorescent. Maybe that one. Ooh, hold on. I'm pretty sure that's the one I pressed. Or maybe the timer ran out and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, yeah, it was because the timer ran out. That's fine. Okay, here's a random lame thing that I want to try for fun. We're going to add a new thing to our asset library. So if I go to game manager, not game manager, sorry, we want asset library. Success. messages. All right. This was something I wanted to add in ages and ages and ages ago. And I'm just going to do it now because I'm going to do something else. I'm going to add it so there's a message that says speeding up, or getting faster or something like that. So let's start with 5, for example. Let's just say great job, well done, smashing it. You're awesome. And let's go for keep going. All right, those will do. The idea being that when that thing comes up, when someone gets the right answer, it'll have a random message, and I'm going to put like 50 in there, just like, and it's gonna, like love hearts, like it's going to be like increasingly weird, and it's randomly going to pick one. So actually I can do that pretty quickly already, because in my card manager, Oh, that's what I want. Let's jump in again. That's what I want. Okay, that was a bug in my previous version of that script that I never realized was there. Uh, Okay, so that should work. So now it should pull in one of these success messages that I can just add to as I like. And then, oh yeah, so then we're going to have another one that's called something like that. Let's just see. If cool. I think that should work now. Come on, why are you letting me? Oh, there we go. Now it's letting me. So, Right, so now it should both randomize a message on the cards when I get a correct answer, and it should also, once I hit a certain level of thingies, it should say speeding up. Well, it should say getting faster, which will make it easier for me to check when that's happening on the thing, as well as communicating it to the player. But something else that's going to happen is as more symbols get added, the music's going to get more complicated. Like, I'm already making the music separately because I'm shy. The music's going to get faster with the oh shit, was it that one? No. Balls. I can't hit play again because that's buggy. Something to fix. Is it gonna play? I'm just waiting for it. Okay, it does work. It's got some scaling challenges at the moment. Okay, but it is working, which is the main thing. Smashing it. Backwards play button, yeah. Oh, the heart thing. Getting faster. There we go. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that one. No. Okay. But let's just have a quick look, because I wasn't really paying attention. Balls. I wasn't really paying enough attention to that. Hold on. Okay, if I do it again this time. Hmm. Okay, so it's not the timer's not actually getting faster at the moment. So that's why I've been sitting in silence, because what I'm doing is I'm pausing the game just to like. So we've got 12 shapes on the screen. The gameplay timer value started at more than thingy. It should have by now gone down quite a bit. So it does that. Let's add a thing that says debug. Play timer value is now. I'm pretty sure what's happening is somewhere in the script it's resetting it back to 5. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's because, in fact, if I just end this. If I just quickly change scenes. Oh no, that's set at 0, so it should be okay. But I think this scene is reloaded every time. Ah. No, I don't know actually, because okay, well we can try doing it now and see where it's slipping. Oh no, wrong thing. We don't want that, we want this one. Okay. There we go, now it's loaded up. Alright, so we're going to test it again, and let's see what happens. Oh, which one? Crap, I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh. We don't want that. There's a bug with the play again button. I know what it is. It's something to do with the animation loop. And I just haven't fixed it yet. So at the moment, I'm avoiding pressing the button that says play again. I got no cats. Where the hell are the cats? Oh, I like that orange and black one. That's cool. Smashing it. Yeah, I like the pastel colours. I think they're here to stay. Maybe that one? That one. Oh. That. Yes, there we go. I'm stuck. Oh yeah, the ass heart thing. One. Okay, so now it says getting faster. Now I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go over here to the console. When would it have come? I know what it is. Okay. Basically, I was trying to adjust the live timer instead of changing the value that it resets to. So now I've put in a value that it resets to instead. Hopefully, I think that should probably sort it. Oshka, come on. There we go. We got a cat back. Homies. Oh, we got 2 cats. Hey, you gonna come up? Right. Nah, he wants to be annoying. Oh, Oshka, no. You can sit there. Nice cat. Yeah, okay. I got a good feeling about this. I think it's gonna work properly this time. All I've got to do is go to gameplay. No, you know what? Instead of doing it in the inspector, because everything else is in here. Fuck it. What you doing, Brian? He's gone. I've lost him. Alright, there we go. It's loaded up. So, alright, play game. So it's going to come up with this. There's 3 symbols. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, fine. And so it begins. We go back to trying to find... Oh, I need to set that to best fit instead of... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Again, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, this time I'm going to pay attention. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. No! Oh god, what am I doing? Okay. This time, I'm paying attention. Okay, so now it's on 2. So which one? Maybe that. Getting faster. Oh, gameplay timer is getting quicker. Okay, wait. Pause. No, is it? Okay, yeah, it's already on. Game over. Bollocks. But look at that. It changed to 4.5, which is what I wanted. So in theory now it should get really hard really quick. And you know what, just to test it, instead of 0.5f, we're going to reduce it by 1. So it's going to get a second quicker every couple of right answers, just so I can like test it and see if it actually does what it says. But I think 0.5 is enough, because you want it to, like, you know, Ah, I wasn't paying attention again. That one. Yes. Okay. Oh god, these are all really similar shapes. Oh. I'm looking forward to it having confetti type, visual effects when the whatchamacallit, like instant visual feedback when you get the right answer, which it doesn't have at the moment. Oh my god, why does this keep happening? I didn't know which one to press. Balls. Need to keep going and actually get this right. I reckon that card hangs on the screen ever so slightly too long. I wasn't paying attention. I wonder if I so it lingers on the screen for half a second. What if I reduce that down to a quarter of a second? Let's try that, just see if it feels a bit quicker, because it's starting to bother me, to be honest. So the first two, these ones are still going to have half a second, so you feel like you got a moment to, compose yourself. And then, I reckon I can make that even quicker, maybe. But it's definitely better already. Oh. Okay. Apparently the game, just by adding the extra colours, I think I've made it harder than it was before, to be honest with you. Okay, so apparently today my memory's not as good as it was last week. Oh. Okay, I'm really going to pay attention this time. we're getting close. This is 12 shapes now. Oh god, maybe that one? Yes, okay. Maybe that one? Yes, okay. Oh, it's getting faster now. That one. Just while we're at it, I'm just going to quickly check down here. Okay, so it did reduce it to 4. What was the new symbol? Oh, but that's something I need to fix. The scoring is no longer... I know how I'm going to fix it. It's okay. Okay, apparently it's going to be 1 second to do it now. See, I wasn't fast enough then, because it was 1 second. Okay, so that obviously works, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to change that back to 0.5 for the time being. Now, the main thing though is that I need my score manager, and basically Hello, Brian. You might be able to hear that. Cat screaming. Daddy, come on. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feisty little. You want to scream at me? I'll pick you up. There we go. He's on the stream, hanging out. Being uncomfortable. Aren't you, blue sugars? Okay. Idiot. Okay. Okay, so I'm just checking the maths of this now. So hypothetically, if the timer value was 1.5 and it started at 3, then in fact yeah, so if the gameplay timer value was 2 and it started at 4, then 2 divided by 4 would be 0.5, so 5 times 0.5 would be 2.5, which would scale up to 3 points. So basically the point scaling system now, it still gives you 1 to 5 points based on what percentage of the available time you used, so to speak. So that should work. And before I forget, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to okay, if I just tick the thing that says best fit, let's see if that automatically sort of sorts out the situation. Very quickly, I want to test something. go. Okay, anyway. Balls, I wasn't paying attention. Again. Whatever. Okay, cool. The point is that it works, but something I do want to quickly change. I'm going to give myself a 5-character limit on these things. Pressed the wrong one straight away. Oh, maybe that one. Yeah. Ah. All right. So, looking at the to-do list, what have we done so far? We added more symbol assets. Done. All right. We made the gameplay scale in terms of difficulty, so it doesn't get too repetitive. So we've done that. That's good. So I'm going to very quickly go and make myself a coffee, and then we're going to do a little bit of to be honest, maybe a little bit more symbol making, because I'm actually, it's a shorter stream today, and I feel like that's a decent amount of gameplay stuff for now. Although maybe I should be looking at this whatever's going on here and what's causing the Hold on a second. That's why. Maybe that already solves it. Let's try. Let's see. Does the same bug happen when I click play again? Have I just completely broken the animation in everything? I don't think so. I think I had it really messily before. And I think it should hopefully work a bit better now. Game over. So now, moment of truth. Play again. Oh, would you look at that? I appear to have fixed it. Apart from the horrible white screen that comes up and goes away. And actually then this is where it gets fucky, because here's what we're going to do to fix that white screen, and it's going to look messy because okay, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to, for the time being, there's too much stuff to change with that. But okay, I'm pretty pleased with that. Okay, I'm going to go make a coffee, and then I'm going to come back and yeah, and we'll make some more symbols, I think. So if I quickly go over here and close that. No, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna mess around with particle effects because I really wanted to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab a coffee, and I'll be back in a second. And then we're gonna have a bit of a play around with particle effects just to see what kind of things we can trigger. And yeah, all right. I will be back in just a second.
How do you know?
Yo, what up? It's me, your host, Harry. I'm back. Here is Brian. I have coffee. And I don't know what it is, by the way, but these glass mugs, if I very dangerously hold it over my equipment, they make crema in coffee way better than the non-glass variety. Like ceramic cups seem to make coffee that's less nice. I like these mugs. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so for the final, let's call it 30 or 40 minutes of this stream, I'm going to have a bit of a mess around with particle effects because I want to give it a go. So to do that, because I literally haven't got a clue how to do them, I found a good video earlier. I'm going to find it again. Unity particle effects 2D. There we go, from Blackthorn Prod. Boom. Here we go. So here he is doing all of this.
Of life and juice to your game. Take a look at this simple top-down shooter without any effects. And here's the same game, the make will also create a snake-like creature. Of course, you'll be able to actually see our trail effect. Simply move the circle around a little, which will reveal this ugly, flashy purple line. First things first, we need to add a material. Without further ado.
Okay. His narration's always a bit weird. But, okay, so let's listen to what he has to say.
I'll add the trail render component to it to actually see our trail
Okay, trail render.
effect. Simply move the circle around a little, which will reveal this ugly, flashy purple line. First things first, we need to add a material to this trail render.
Hold on a second, I'm in the wrong one. This is trail effects. I wanted particle
Only
effects.
difference being that enemies and projectiles explode and pop when destroyed. Particles can also make your scenes that much more pleasing to watch. With that said, in today's Unity tutorial, the flowers application, in my case Adobe Photoshop.
Sorry. There we go.
And draw out our particles visuals. I'll begin by filling up my background layer with some dark color. I'll create a fluffy looking flower and use that instead. Once I'm satisfied with how my particle looks, I'll save my file inside of my Unity project. And now I can create a brand new particle system. As usual, I'll get these default soft round particles.
Okay, that's all I needed to know then. Particle system. Sorry about that background noise. Because there's nothing more annoying than... Yeah. That guy needs to work on his narration. It's really weird. Like, it sort of has a Scottish accent, but it's sort of a bit funky. Anyway, well, whatever, you know. He makes really useful content, so I'm going to shut up. So, let's have a look. So, if I just go to new... effects, particle system. Oh, and there it is. That's a particle system if I ever saw one.
Particles. Let's change this. I'll head over to the render tab and change my material to sprite default. And now I'll enable texture sheet animation. Particle system. As usual, I'll get these default soft round particles. Let's change this. I'll head over to the render tab and change my material to...
Alright, render a tab.
Sprite default. And now I'll enable texture sheet animation. This won't have any effect on our system yet, so let's change the mode from grid to sprites. And with that done, I can click here and choose what sprite I would like to act as my particle. Having only made this flower, the choice isn't difficult, and you'll now see that my system is spawning a bunch of fluffy looking white flowers. Awesome. Being white, I can easily select a random between two constants for colors, which will basically let us choose two colors and give each particle a random shade between those two colors. I'll also change the shape of my particle system, choosing edge, tweaking its radius, position and rotation so that my flowers smoothly fall to the ground. For this sort of effect, it's great to have the loop box checked and the emission set to rate over time. If you want more particles spawning, all you need to do is crank up this value. However, if you were planning on making explosions or a lightning spark, chances are you wouldn't want those systems looping. So all you would do is uncheck loop time, set the duration to 0.1 seconds, and then set the emission to burst by hitting this little plus sign. Here you can play around with the minimum and maximum amount of particles spawning from your burst. One trick I've noticed when making effects is to add randomness to many of the settings found here. So choosing random between two constants.
His voice is annoying. I'm just going to mess with the settings here. That's better. Fair question. The glass scavenger. Let's call it semantics, and making it from scratch within the Unity engine. Maybe I should write that instead. But no, yeah, I'm pretty much total newcomer to all of this, so I most definitely am not doing something in my own engine. But you know. Now, if I was saying making a game within building a game engine from scratch, I'd be with you on that. But you know. This is a and you know what, I'll show you. It's basically a pretty straightforward mobile arcade game based on, well, I'll show you quickly. If I whack this one over here real quick, here's my thing. So here's one I made before, which is like a free on Google Play and Apple. This one is a puzzle game called Tessellate, and if you like logic puzzles and you know Rubik's cubes and things like that, you'll probably enjoy it. And yeah, it's free to check out. This one is much more arcadey though. It's called Odd One In. It's basically a memory game. So I'll just show you. It shows you 3 symbols, randomly generated symbols, and then it's I'll show you. Shows you 3 symbols, and then it takes them away, shows you them again with a new one added, and it basically, you know, you tap the one that wasn't there before. If you get it right, it adds another symbol and keeps adding another symbol. And if you get it wrong, then you get to a game over screen. So the aim of the game is to get as high a score as possible. So memorize these symbols. Here's 3 symbols. And then in a second it's going to say, now spot the odd one in. And then it goes away. And I'm going to say, oh, this star one wasn't there before. I'm going to tap that. And it's going to say, oh, good job, keep going. And let's try that one. Oh, I guessed the wrong one. And now it said game over. And there you go. And yeah. So if I actually try and do it. Obviously, what it doesn't have at the moment is visual or audio effects that would, you know, that give more of an indication of how well you're doing. Ah, shit, I looked away and got the wrong one. So it goes up to 12 symbols. Then when there's 12 symbols on the screen, it starts swapping them instead of adding a new one. So I'll pay attention to the game and I'll show you what that looks like. And then every 3 symbols you get right, once it gets to 12, the game speeds up a bit. Oh, I'm gonna say this one. Nice. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's really hard. This is a case where it's hard. Okay, there we go. I need to change some of those success messages as well, because some of them are weirdly... balls, pressed the wrong one. So what I was doing at the moment, I'm actually only going to be streaming for another 10 or 15 minutes, because I've got stuff to do. But what I'm doing next is I'm starting to work on particle effects, so that... I can when you tap the right one, it goes like bing, and like, you know, like some confetti comes out or whatever. I wasn't paying attention to that one. Woof, close. Shit, I wasn't looking. Which one is it? I think it's that green one. See, we're at 12 symbols now, so if I keep... Oof, which one? Maybe that one? Now it's going to start getting faster, so the timer is half a second quicker than it was before. Okay, so that's another one of these. Which one? This one. And now if I get this one right... oh god, which one is it? Maybe that? I got the wrong one. But if I kept going like that, it would keep getting half a second faster every 3 correct answers until it gets to the until the timer is 1 second, and at that point, you know, it's still doable, but you've got to be really, really good. So then there's 2 elements. Like, you get points based on how quickly you do it, and obviously the longer you can keep going, the more points you get. And as you can see from the game over screen here, you have your local high score, your current score for this time, your high score overall, and basically there's I've got Google Firebase set up. I just need to actually properly implement it. So basically it's gonna check your all-time high score with the overall high score, and you know, and then it's going to tell you what percentile of the total players you're in. Oh, and then there's a cat here who's being annoying. No, stop it. Come on. Alright, cool. So, yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing now, to be honest with you. I'm kind of just sort of messing around because, yeah. I'm going to leave the particle system thing because I don't think I'm going to do that justice in the next 15 minutes. And instead, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here to scripts. I'm going to open C# project again because I already closed it. And I'm going to make it so that the correct score and everything else is shown on that game over screen. Let's see what time it is. Oh, look, and we got a cat over here as well. Oh. Okay, so this is the script we want to update. Update final score. So if I just go over here, get my game over card up. Zero, 1, 2, 3. we want game over card dot transform dot get child 3 dot get component text. And then this one is going to be, what is it? Gameplay manager. No, we want score manager. Okay, let's have a look. What am I doing? I have a really slow, brain dead sort of a day. Come on, you dingus. Oh. Mm. That's nice and easy. Mm. Oh, okay. I'm going to finish this little thing and then it's going to be all good for today, I think. All right, so I think that should work now. Basically, what we're hoping to see is that the score on the high score update. If I get a couple of things right, and then I'm not doing any save game stuff or serialization or whatever. I'm literally just within a single session tracking the score. So hit play game. Okay, we got some symbols there. Smash it. And then that one. Why not? Oof, I actually don't know what the right answer is. Maybe that? No, game over. But there you go. So the high score is there. Okay, so now if I do one round without getting 5 points, and then balls, I did it again, didn't I? Fuck. Okay, fine. Well, we'll do a couple. Okay, now we'll let that time out. Game over. Now we'll play again. We'll get a lower score, and we'll just check that it works properly, which it should do. Oof, that is hard. I think that's the right answer. Okay. Now we're going to get the wrong one on purpose. There we go. Hooray. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Nice. Cool. And then in the future I can fix the whatever. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm pretty happy with all of that progress. So, I'm going to quickly, before I forget, shit, I actually did a bunch of things here, so I should have been doing GitHub things as I went, and I forgot because I'm an idiot. Let's just call it difficulty, scaling, UI, no, extra colors, extra symbols, score on game over. Fixed play again animation by applying this. Oh, and then the other one, randomized messages. You will get all of the features listed above. I shouldn't have done it like that. That's messy, but whatever. I'm just going to do it because, you know. Alright, now I can push it to the thing. Oscar. No? Alright, so that's pushed there. So, to recap, because I'm done now, I'm going to finish up. We did quite a few things, really. It was only about a 3-hour stream today. I'm being a bit more chilled with them at the moment. But we created some additional assets. we've made the gameplay scale in difficulty as you keep going, so it has a bit more of a sense of urgency and fun, and it doesn't feel like a flat experience. It just basically keeps scaling till it gets near impossible, and then it plateaus. What else did we do? We fixed some stuff to do with animation. We added in some stuff to do with the cards that come up. We added some more colors so that it looks a bit more interesting and a bit more varied. And you know what? We're going to do one more quick little demo of it for fun. And I'll talk through some of these changes when it starts. Alright, so we've got more colours, as you'll be able to see already, and maybe slightly more symbols. We've now got new messages that pop up randomly as we go. We've got oof. Oh, which one of these is it? Nice. So what you'll see in a second, if I can get this one right. Oh, which one is it? Maybe that. Getting faster. So now the timer is half a second quicker than it was before. Now it's half a second. So now we're down to 4 seconds. But what it's doing as well is it's scaling the score. So even though the time is getting shorter, it's scaling the score accordingly. Oh god, is it that one? Yes, getting faster again. So now it's 3.5 seconds. Ooh, this is tough. No, it wasn't right. Oh, but there we go. And so now it says high score 66, score 66. And if I go to play again, which is now fixed, that's another thing we did today. We're back to score 0. It's doing all of this from scratch. And let's just say, okay, so I'm going to get it right a couple of times. And then we're going to get it wrong. Boom. Current score is 14, but the high score is 66. So that's only being saved well, it's not being saved at all. It's just being stored in the current session. So something to do in the future will be sorting out. There's going to be a whole thing of sorting out data serialization and saving. But that is essentially where we are now, and it's starting to feel like a real game. So on that note, what are we going to do on the next stream? So there's a few things left to do, and I'm going to have to figure out which ones I do when. One thing to do is animations. So that's particle effects. When you tap the right shape, I want it to go like psh, and do like a confetti thing. Another thing is an animation around the timer. When you've got a high score, I want the timer to kind of set alight, so it's like ablaze or whatever. So, but not like in like a flat design way, so it's all still in keeping with the rest of the stuff. Let's see what else. There's so there's animations for starters. Sound is another one. So in the background, I've been working on sounds, and when they are ready, we'll do the sound stuff, and that's going to be its own stream, I think, implementing all of that, because I've got some very exciting ideas about how sound is going to communicate the feeling of the game. And then obviously there's very little UI design at the moment. So there's a little bit like on stuff like this here, we've got a little bit of UI design, but for the most part, the UI is sort of lacking. So yeah, we'll see about that. What else are we going to do? Oh, and then the data. So working with Google Firebase to do some stuff around that, and storing people's high scores so that it can say here, your all-time high score puts you in the top 15% of players, for example. So that is what's still to come. I'll quickly recap as well. check out wildgoatgames.co.uk. You can play my previous games, Puck U, which is a Pong clone, if you're into that. It looks a bit like this. So there you go. You can play Tessellate on Android and iOS, which is free and it's available on any of the main app stores. And it's cool if you like logic puzzles and things that look nice and Rubik's Cubes and stuff like that. It's very chilled and there's no time limits or anything. And finally, if you like, you can also become a beta tester. There's a link on the Twitch page if you scroll down to the information, or if you go to wildgoatgames.co.uk, there's a button at the top and you can sign up to be a beta tester. And that's also available on the homepage as well. There's a nice button there that says become a beta tester. So that's that. I've rambled for like almost 15 minutes wrapping this up, so I'm going to shut up now. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'm going to go and feed the cats. Okay, see you guys later when I find the right thing. Okay, bye bye.